Hi guys, and welcome back to the SN studio for another Horus Heresy battle report. We have another guest and a special one at that. His name is Trevor and he is one of the veterans when it comes to Gibraltar Warhammer. Now, he is probably one of the first ones that started the Gibraltar Warhammer Club when we go back ages, when Games Workshop basically started. And because of the likes of people like Trevor, we are now here standing in SN in the studio and the Gibraltar Warhammer Club as a hobbyist ourselves. So we're very happy and very privileged to have him finally in the studio playing some Horus Heresy. Now, Trevor is an excellent painter, as you will see when he goes over his army. So make sure you check out his Instagram. He's just started a hobby Instagram, so make sure you check it out and give him a follow. Now we're going to play nice and easy. It is one of the first games that Trevor will be playing, or probably the first at 3,000 points. So I'm going to be helping him out. I'm going to be helping out with some of the rules, maybe some tactics if it's needed. We're all going to learn as we progress. Now, we're playing Crucible of War. We're keeping it nice and simple with some objectives on the table, going back to the main rulebook as the mission itself, and we are playing 3,000 points. Now, Trevor is bringing his glorious Iron Warriors. He's brought a mix and match of different units. He is mostly a painter before a gamer, so he's painted up the things that he's wanted to paint up first. But it does pack a punch. I've been playing this list slowly as we've been creeping up in points from 1,000 points to 2,000 points, and then finally we are playing 3,000 points today. He's got some heavy hitters in the likes of some Saturnine Terminators and some Saturnine Dreadnoughts. Now, as for myself, I will be leading the Blood Angels. They haven't been out in some time, so I've brushed the dust off and brought them out the cabinet. We haven't seen them, or you haven't seen them on YouTube for some time from Freeview, so hopefully you are happy to finally see them. I brought a very fast-paced list with a lot of Assault Marines and some heavy hitters in the likes of some heavy vehicles, in the likes of the Spartan and some Sicarian Omegas. We're both very excited, and again, I'm happy to finally have Trevor in the studio and hopefully having many more times in the near future. With that said, let's check out these glorious Iron Warriors, and that's coming right up.
Hi, I'm Trevor, and today I am honored to form part of this SN Battle Reports. Today I'll be fielding 3,000 points of Iron Warriors, which are almost entirely based on the Age of Darkness Saturnine box. And starting off with my Crusade detachment, in High Command, I'm running a Praetor in Saturnine Terminator armor. He's wielding a Saturnine War Axe and a Disruption Power Fist. He's also got a Plasma Blaster and a Teleportation Transponder. Starting off in command, I've got a Centurion with a Power Maul and a Combi Melter. He's also got a Vexilia, and in his prime slot, I've given him Paragon of Battle. Next up, we have a Master of Signals, stock loadout, and he's going to help me with those reserves and deep strikes, and will allow me to give line and vanguard to some units. Moving on to the troops, I'm running 3 tactical squads, 2 of which are loaded exactly the same. They have standard bolters. The sergeant has a plasma pistol and a power sword, and they've got a Vexilla and a Nuncio box. I have also upgraded them and given them chain bayonets. The 3rd tactical squad only have bolters, all of them, including the sergeant, and a Nuncio box. And now on to transports. I'm running 2 Rhinos. They have Combi Bolter and Combi Flamer and Dozer Blades. And I've also got a drop pod, which will allow me to deep strike any units which I like. Next up, we have a tactical support detachment with an assault squad armed with chain axes, 2 of which are upgraded with heavy chain axes. And the sergeant has replaced his chain axe with a power fist. The assault squad have Mark II armor, which I really love the look of, and they were a joy to paint. In the same detachment, I have an Arachne support platform, and I really love using it because it packs a punch with its 10 shots. At strength 7, reaching 6+. Also, I have a Tech Marine with a Cyber Familiar and Melter Bombs, and he's here to fix up my tank, which you will see later on. I've also got an armored support detachment with only one tank in it. It's the massive Kratos with a melter cannon, 4 las cannons and a Decurion. I have been testing the Decurion out in every game and it is worth the 40 points. In my shock assault detachment, I'm running 2 Saturnine Terminator squads. The first one has a heavy disintegrator, fists and particle shredders. The second Terminator squad is wielding 2 plasma bombards each, giving me some massive firepower even in indirect. The first squad is more combat orientated and I'm intending to deep strike them with my Praetor. The second is firing support for my tactical squads, hoping to keep the enemy away from them. And finally, my Vanguard detachment, there's a tactical veteran squad. The sergeant has a power sword and a disintegrator pistol. There are 7 disintegrator rifles and 2 disintegrator blasters. And I've also given them a Nuncio box and I've given them a prime slot to be able to field a unit of 3 scimitar jet bikes. I've given the scimitar jet bikes heavy bolters. I'll be using them for the first time and I'm hoping to use them as an infantry harassment unit. And before I forget, in my Crusade detachment, one of the tactical squads has been given a prime slot with logistical benefit, allowing me to field a Saturnine dreadnought armed with a disintegrator cannon, a heavy plasma bombard, and 2 photonic incinerators. The Saturnine dreadnought is one of my favorite units to play, and it comes in at 340 points. Next is Pardo's list.
For Sanguinius, the Blood Angels are finally back on the table and have brought a lot of armor, something different to the last times you've seen them. And I haven't played the Omegas in some time, and here they are today. So we're going to go straight in and we're going to start off with my Crusade detachment and my High Command, which will be my Warlord, obviously, and that is a Praetor in Artificia armor. Now, he has got a Paragon Blade and a jump pack to go with him because he will be attached to another jump pack squad, which we will be going into in a few seconds' time. Now, apart from that, he will be opening up an Apex detachment, and I have upgraded him to have some melter bombs in case he needs them. Now, a special mention to our patron, Nano, who has named our Patreon character. So this is one of the perks in our Patreon, where if you are for a certain time at a certain level, you can name any of our Studio Army characters. How cool is that? So again, a big shout out to whoever named him, and obviously his name is Praetor Nano. Moving on to commands, where we have 2 of. First of all, we're going to start off with a Centurion. He's basically here to open up 2 extra detachments. He will be on foot, and I've paid for a Blade of Perdition to go with him, which is always nice. He also has some melter bombs to go with him. Now, he opens up logistical benefits, and he will be bringing in a Spartan tank. So, yeah, the big boy is here. I've gone for full las cannon loadout. So he's got the las cannon arrays and hull-mounted las cannons, and will be delivering a massive unit of Terminators, which we will be talking about in a few seconds' time. My second command is a Chaplain. He has a jump pack because he will go with another unit that is fast like himself. He's got a plasma pistol and the stock Crozius. Then moving on to troops, first of all, we've got 2 identical tactical squads. They are both 12-man strong, nice and cheap. They all have bolters, including the sergeant, but I've gone for the Blood Angel theme. We do want to get into combat. We want to dig in to those enemy armors, and I've gone for chain bayonets for that damage 2 on 6s if it needs be. Next up, we have an assault squad. It is a 13-man squad, all with shields and chainswords, except for the sergeant, who is rocking dual lightning claws. Now, as for their prime slot, I've gone for combat veterans to give them a bit more of survivability, and hopefully that helps them out in case I lose one of my characters in a challenge or so. They will have a higher leadership call, etc., etc. Then we move on to light transport, where we have 2 rhinos, both of them again identical. I've got a combi bolter and a pintle mounted multi-melter. These, of course, will be the transport of choice for those tactical marines. Next up, we have an armored support detachment. We're going to start off with a Kratos. Yes, so what a start. Obviously, he's gone for the melter cannon, which is obviously my favorite choice and probably everybody's watching favorite choice as well. And let me know in the comments if you have a different choice of gun. I've gone full las cannon as well, so 4 las cannons in total. And then apart from that, we also have a pintle mounted multi-melter. Now I've upgraded him to have a locus, and that is the Decurion locus to be exact, so I will be able to fire back into the enemy if they do fire upon me. It's funny because Trevor does have the same, so if the Kratos fires against the Kratos, we will be having a crossfire shootout between both of those tanks. Let's see who the first tank is to go in this game. Apart from that, I've already mentioned we have the 2 Sicarians. They are both Omega Sicarians, really nice. I don't see them a lot being played, but personally I think they are a great shout. You know, we've got the 2 profiles, the blast and the main shots. Yeah, I'm really enjoying these. Apart from that, they have the Sponson las cannons as well for that extra damage 1 if they do stay put. Moving on to my army vanguards, which is the apex detachment that my Praetor does open up, we have a big Crimson Paladin squad. My favorite Blood Angel unit. Let me know what your Blood Angel unit favorite unit is. So it is a 10-man squad, so as big as they can be. As for their prime slots, I've given them again combat veterans for a bit more of resilience. And yeah, basically the Crimson Exemplar has a Perdition Spear and the Power Shield, and then all the rest have the normal as stock, basically, with the sword and board. Apart from 2 who I have upgraded to have illustrious assault cannons, which you can upgrade for every 5 models. Big units, very tough to take down. Let's see how they perform. This gives me back memories to 2nd edition, where I always used to use them inside the Spartan as well. So let's see how they perform in 3rd edition. And then lastly, we have a Revelation Host. This is the detachment specific to the Blood Angels only. And I've basically used this to open up another prime slot. And it is another assault squad. Again, 13-man, exactly the same as the first one, with boards and chainswords. And the Sergeant does have lightning claws as well. And I've used them to open up combat veterans again. The feel of the army, I wanted it to be very elite, very combat veteran-like. And this is why I've opened up combat veterans with as many prime slots as I have had available. Let's see how it performs. Does have really good backfire and also very fast to get into combat as quickly as possible. So looking forward to see how it performs and obviously see how the board will look with these 2 gorgeous armies. With that said, you've seen both armies now. Let's go straight on to battle, and that's coming right up.
Antarak, a quarantined resource world. In the earliest decades of the Great Crusade, it had been a world rich in promethium, whose output fed entire expeditionary fleets pressing outward into the galactic dark. It has since vanished from Imperial record. The 4th Legion had come for it all the same. They had been dispatched following whispers of what might lie beneath the world's crust, a forgotten relic from the dark age of technology. Horseback returns confirmed a heavily fortified position on the world's surface, bearing the unmistakable heraldry of the 9th Legion. The presence of Blood Angels could mean only one thing: sanction from the highest authority in the Imperium, perhaps even the Sigillite himself. Whatever slept beneath Antarak, it was being guarded. That alone made it valuable. If the Blood Angels dared to deny the Iron Warriors their rise, Antarak would become their tomb.
armies are deployed, the battlefield is ready, and we are ready for war. We have Trevor, the veteran legend here from Gibraltar, one of the first Warhammer, basically the first club. You were one of the first here, and probably we're here because of people like you that started the Warhammer club here in Gibraltar, and it is a privilege to have you here playing Horus Heresy for the first time. A glorious painter he is, as you've seen in the introduction with his glorious iron hands. He's always been a good painter. He's got a lovely Empire Old World army, and he's currently painting some Tomb Kings, aren't you? Tomb Kings all the way. So maybe we'll see some further armies, and obviously this army expand in the near future. Now we are playing Crucible of War straight from the main rulebook. 4 objectives on the table. They are each 2 points. So we've got one here, we've got one here, and one over there just in front of the tactical squad. Now Trevor lost the first roll-off, meaning that he is currently going first, and he has deployed obviously first. Now as for terrain, we're going to keep it nice and simple. Everything is proper line of sight, and we have included medium as the terrain feature. So if you're on it, you basically will get a 4-up cover save. Now Trevor, let's go over your deployment.
5 up.
5 up. What did I say? 4 up?
4 up.
I'm getting confused with heavy. Okay, so we're going to go over your deployment. Obviously, more of a tactical element. We've already seen the list itself. So shall we start from here and work our way forward? Okay.
Right, so I've got a Rhino with a tactical squad.
Perfect.
Main
mission, I guess it's to move on to one of these objectives.
I'm
right?
going to try to go for that objective at some point.
Yep. Move on to the Saturnine.
Moving along, we've got this Dreadnought here, just to give me some firepower.
Yeah.
And some covering.
Fire for the tacticals themselves, because there's one on each side, right?
Exactly. I've also got a tactical squad here, which is purely bolters.
Yep. And it's basically they want to guard that objective straight away, don't they?
That's it. And attached to them is a Master of Signals.
Perfect. Hopefully we see him in play a bit.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Moving along, I've got my quad autocannon launcher, Arachne. Yeah, we have. I think this is the first time we've seen him on a battle report. We might have had someone with another guest bring it, but we in the studio don't have one, so it's great to see. And it's in a good position, right? You're having the 2 flanks on each side of this fortress. Exactly. I'm trying to cover
both sides,
as much of the battlefield as possible. Again, covering fire.
Very important
for the infantry. And moving along, I've got my Kratos,
the big boy.
The big boy.
Yeah.
Stuck behind him is a Tech Marine.
Just to fix him up, which I don't have, so you have the advantage there.
We'll see how he does.
He's hiding there below. We can't even see him on camera. That's how well hidden he is.
He's got a Decurion.
Yep.
And I've gone for the Locust.
Yep.
And I mean, pretty standard loadout, melters, glass cannons.
Yeah. All the shooting.
That's it.
Yeah. And then just beside, and first of 2 Saturnine squads.
Exactly. I've got this Saturnine squad, double plasma bombards.
Yep.
I've placed them here because basically
a bit of more cover fire, I guess, because you want some cover. If I'm going to go forward, it's short range. They are 24, but obviously, if anything comes within the 24, they're in a good place as well too.
Exactly.
And obviously, you can move them up onto the objective as well, because they can score and get the 2 points because they're not vanguard. So when you include the Master of Signals, they might be able to get 3 points for there.
Exactly.
Perfect. And then you've got another Rhino.
I've got a second Rhino with another tactical squad.
Perfect.
And finally, on the flank here on the left, I've got 3 Scimitar jet bikes.
Ready to harass.
I'm hoping that they will harass your infantry.
Yes, that's what they're there for, right? Just some heavy bolter shots as soon as they see any targets. Perfect. Now, in reserve, you do have your Warlords, which is your Saturnine Dread, with another unit, or with the other second unit, which we've already seen on the introduction, which are the ones with the...
they've got the disintegrators,
heavy disintegrators,
power fists.
Yep.
And they've actually got the photonic incinerators.
Perfect. And then you also have a unit of an assault squad in reserve.
There's an assault squad in reserve,
and
plus there's a drop pod in reserve.
Yes.
And inside there's a veteran tactical squad.
Yeah.
with
Disintegrators
disintegrator
again.
rifles, and
Yeah.
two of them have
The heavy,
disintegrator blasters.
the heavy,
Yeah.
heavy disintegrators. Perfect. So a lot coming into reserve. This is again why we have the Master of Signals, obviously to help those roles in the reserve phase. Obviously, 2 deep striking units, meaning that one has to come in separately to another turn, and that will come out later. Perfect. So that's the Iron Warriors. Let's check out the Blood Angels. Haven't been on the board for quite a long time. A lot of you have been asking for it. Mr. Marley, they are here. So we've got the 2 Sicarian Omegas here on the left. They will be trying to help each other out and working out as a team. We've got the first Rhino here, again with a tactical squad inside, ready to move on to that 2-point objective. Here on this side, in the middle, we do have the Spartan full to the brim with the Crimson Paladins and my Centurion attached to it. Again, rinse and repeat. We've got a Rhino with a tactical squad. Guess what? Ready to move on to that objective. And then we've got the Kratos in exactly the opposite side of his Kratos. We both have Decurion Locusts, meaning that when we do fire against each other, we will be firing again as a reaction if we do still have that reaction left. The only difference, I don't have a Tech Marine behind mine to fix it up, but I do have an extra damage 3 weapon on the top with the pintle mounted melter. Now in reserve, Trevor, I also have some reserves, and that is 2 units of assault Marines. So we have 3 units in total, 2 on my side and 1 on your side. That is deployment. Now, it's Trevor's first time in the studio. I want to be nice. He, like I stated in the introduction, it's one of his first 3,000 point games. If not your first, or did you play 3,000 points? I think we played like 2.5.
We played 3,000.
Did we play 3,000? It might have been 3,000. Yeah,
might
we had
have
the
been-
practice
Might
game.
have been 3,000.
Yeah, we had the practice game. So this is first game. I'm not going to seize the initiative. Gentleman's agreement here. I want him to have the first shooting phase and hopefully help him out. So we're going to go straight on to Trevor's first turn movement coming up next. Okay, we're back. Movement over for the Iron Warriors. Trevor's told me off. I said Iron Hands at the start. He's nodding away there. So sorry to you Iron Warriors fans. I do get mixed up a lot. I just say Iron, and the first thing that comes up as a loyalist that I am is Hands instead of Warriors. Okay, so movement went in. We moved up the transport into some cover. He didn't want to play it that aggressively. He's staying put there. He was wondering, and I was trying to entice him to disembark onto this one, but he's playing it safe for now. He will be having 2 objectives, which is nice enough. The Saturnine has moved up 6 inches just to get a bit more into range, as the range isn't as much with the disintegrator as he can. Trevor, you did have to move that tactical squad slightly up, didn't you?
Slightly. I was just out of the 3 inches.
Okay, so you've moved them up. A few of them is still within the bubble for the invulnerable save, so the back line can have some sort of 5-up save. The Kratos has stayed put?
It has.
Okay, stayed put, playing it defensively. Obviously, I think it's still in range, but won't have the melter. The bombards for the plasma bombards for the Saturnine have stayed put as well, and you have disembarked here, haven't you?
I have.
And you've stayed within a range to pop back in if I do get close to you.
Just in case.
Okay, perfect. You're learning very quickly. I'm scared. It's far too quickly. And then the bikes have moved towards the left. There's nothing. So I planned that out. There's heavy bolters. I put my armor 14 on this side. So Trevor, I guess you're moving towards the middle now to wait for something to pop out, right?
Yeah, I mean the original idea with the bikes was to go over the flank, but
yeah.
Realistically, there's nothing here that they're going to be able to go against.
So we'll wait for things to disembark
Exactly.
first. Perfect. Nothing in from reserve. He could have rolled, but he opted not to, obviously. And deep strike, you can't deep strike turn 1. So we're waiting for turn 2 to get the advantage over there. Perfect. So that is the movement phase now done. It's looking absolutely amazing. Let's go on to some shooting coming up next. Okay, we're back and we're going on to the shooting phase now. There's not a lot of units to fire because they're mostly out of range, but there's some big hitters. Trevor, you're going to start off with the Arachnus.
Exactly.
And it seems like you're going for first strike, which is 4 points. You're going to go into this Rhino. Yeah. I am going to pop smoke because I don't want you to get first strike. And it's all yours. 10 shots?
10 shots.
Perfect. Let's go.
Needing threes to hit.
Okay. Perfect. And then strength is 7. So you need 5s to glances and 6 to pen. All yours. Hopefully a couple of 6s here. Oh, roll that 2 again. So that's 1 6, 2 6s. Okay, let's get my rainbow dice ready here because I need to help me out as much as possible. So 2 penetrating hits and one glancing hits. Okay, so 2 5-ups for the penetrating. Fail both. I think it's damage 2. We'll double check. And then a glancing is a pass. So 2 penetrating hits. Do you want to check really quickly what the damage is?
Damage is 2.
Damage is 2. Okay, so you've done 4 damage onto that. So let's mark it up and we'll come back for more shooting. Okay, we're back. And the plan was for Trevor to blow this up, which he hasn't. And then I was going to bring the guys out and he was in plasma and disintegrator range. Now, he needs first strike, so he's going to fire his Saturnine into it, right?
I'm going to put that disintegrator cannon into him.
Yes, and the plasma if need to, but we're going to try the disintegrator first. So, okay.
Exactly.
So 2 shots hitting on 3s.
Exactly.
Let's go. That is 1 hit and 1 overload. I think it's 1 and 2s, isn't it? The overload.
Exactly.
And then strength 9. So you need basically a 3 to glance and 4 to pen. All yours.
I need a 4+.
Yes. Okay, that's perfect. 9, 10, 11, 12. So that is a penetrating. I need a 5-up. If not, that tank is dead. That tank is now dead. So you do get first strike. Let's do the overload back onto him. So strength 9 to your toughness 8. So you're needing a 3-up to wound. And you don't wound yourself, which is perfect. That is the perfect outcome. Let's bring the guys out. The plasma doesn't need to fire anymore because obviously you did it with the disintegrator. So we'll put the guys outside. Let's do a pinning check really quickly. So a cool, and I fail. So that is them pinned. Not going well for the Blood Angels. Let's carry on. Okay, we're back. Blast onto the Rhino itself. We've disembarked, and obviously we've put the stun status with one of our tokens. Perfect. Let's move on to, we were going to move on to Kratos, but now the Rhino can actually shoot into them. So Trevor's going to fire his 6 shots because he does have a combi and a single bolter. So all yours. I can't do anything. So hitting on 3s and wounding on 4s.
Oh, that's not very good.
Half.
That's 3.
And then wounding on 4s. That is 2 wounds.
2 wounds.
3 ups. That is 1 slain. Not bad. I'll take 1 from the back because I do want to get closer to you. Perfect. And then we move on to the Kratos. He's tricked me. I thought he was going to fire into my Kratos, but he's actually going to fire into my Spartan. Now, it's all las cannons that can draw line of sight, but one of the Spartans can't. He can shoot at something else, which would be here, but that would be silly because I would be able to basically shoot back. So, all guns blazing down on here. I can't smoke because of your Decurion, so I will opt to basically shoot back because I might as well do that.
Not the Decurion, the Augury Scanner.
The Augury Scanner ignores it, but the Decurion basically gives you the Augury Scanner. Yeah. So, let's do that. Let's do, what do you want to do? 3 las cannons first, or do you want to do the...
Let's do the 3 las cannons first.
Perfect. Okay, so hitting on 3s and wounding and trying to...
Firepower...
1 each, yeah. So 3 shots each, and then you need 5s to wound. Hitting on 3s, that's 2 hits. 2. And then looking for 5s and 6s. And nothing there. And then you've got 2 shots from the Melter Cannon, which is the Terrifying Pit. Hitting on 3s. Both. All hit, and then now you act as stationary always, so you go up to strength 10. So you need 4s to glance because you're not in armor bane range. So 4s to glance and 5s and 6s to basically kill me. Nothing. That was very lucky for me. A 5 or 6 would be damage 8, so that would be quite tasty. Now I am going to shoot back. So I'm going to do my las cannon arrays into you. So 2 misses, lovely. And then my 2 las cannons, 1 hit and 5s and 6s. That is a 5, meaning damage 2 on yourself. So look, a bit of damage back onto him. And obviously I can't shoot this las cannon array because of my angle. I believe that is the end of your turn, sir.
That is the end of my turn.
Now you are practicing, so tell us how much points you've scored.
I have scored 4 points for
First strike. Perfect.
And 4 points because of the line 2.
Perfect.
And 4 points because of the line 2 here.
Perfect.
So in total, 12 points.
Lovely. That's a good amount of points in turn 1. Let's go on to Blood Angel's turn 1 movement coming up next. Moving over for the Blood Angels, let me take you through it. So the Kratos has moved up to get into Melter range. The Spartan has moved up but hasn't disembarked, now targeting a maybe simple type of first strike. I want those 4 points like Trevor took off me. We have disembarked here and will be getting these 4 points on this objective. Had to move my Rhino a bit less for going over these terrain pieces. And then over here, we've got my 2 Sicarian Omegas, which have now come out of hiding and are targeting down. Now, I could fire into the tactical squad. Now, there's a couple of them within 5 up range. And apart from that, I think it's more important to take down this beast here, which is going to give me a lot of problems with the amount of guns it does have and the high toughness. So I do want to bring it down. So both of them are basically now target into it. Now we have to remember, Plasma and Las, you get a -1 strength, don't you?
You do, because of the diffraction field.
Diffraction fields. So less strength, but we will see how that goes. Perfect. And then in from reserves, as you saw, my chaplain's unit came in. I could have bought my 2 reserves. Didn't see the second one having a chance to come in right now. So they've moved onto here, onto the objective, and probably go into the Rhino if I charge. Or I could stay and get a point if I need. We shall see. I couldn't use my Nuciovox. I didn't have any characters on the table as of yet. So they were pinned, and sadly I won't be able to get those tasty 4 points. Now, when I came in from reserve, Trevor was smart. He's counted up how many reactions he's more or less going to use, and he's come to the conclusion that the Arachne will be shooting some in return intercepts, basically, right? So 10 shots coming into the assault squads. Let's do it. Hitting on 5s though, because you are start firing. And that's not bad at all. That's what, 4 hits? 4 hits.
That is 4 hits.
Perfect. And then 2s to wound. And 6s are breaching. Okay, so 1 is dead. It's damage 2, isn't it? This thing.
It's damage 2.
So I won't do it on. I won't risk it for biscuits. So I'll kill 1, and then I'll do a normal save on my chaplain. 2 up. That's fine. So 1 is slain. That's the end of the movement phase, and let's go on to some shooting coming up. Okay, it's time to try out the Omega Plasma Arrays. So everything firing into you. You will be popping smoke, won't you?
I will be popping smoke. That's my second reaction.
That's your second reaction. Let's pop smoke and hope for the best on that. Okay, so we're going to do the 2 las cannons first, hitting on 3s. And my strength is 9, but I drop 1 to 8, so I'm wounding on 4s. That is 1 wound. And then I'm going to go for the sustained hits on the plasma array. So that is 6 shots. And I'm hitting on 3s. Do I overload? No, I don't. So 1 miss. And then I am strength 7. I drop down to strength 6. So I need those 6s, sadly, to wound you. 1 wound.
One wound.
So 2 damage. So 1 damage 2 and 1 damage 1 goes straight through your armor. So you do have your invulnerable save, and then you've got your smoke. So 4 ups. Let's do 1 at a time. Let's do the damage 2 first. That's a pass with a 4 up, and then let's do the damage 1. It's a 4 up as well. So you haven't even needed the smoke. Rinse and repeat from the second one. 2 lance cannons, 1 hit, and then 4s to wound. That is a wound. And then we've got the 6 shots from the plasma array. And that is this many. And then I want that again. 1, 6, same as before. So 1 damage 2 first. Is a 5, passes is a vulnerable save, and then another 4 up with a damage of 1. Passes again, so the smoke isn't even needed. Okay, should I have shot into the tacticals? Maybe I should have. That's them done. I have nothing to do with them. Let's go on to, let's try and get first strike. So I'm going to go with my Spartan into your Rhino. Now, you have 1 reaction left. You could have actually smoked with that Rhino, so we've maybe missed that as a reaction. But you do probably want to leave that reaction for the Kratos, don't you, Trevor?
Yes, I do.
Okay,
I do.
So risk it for a biscuit, and let's see if I can take down that Rhino. Okay, so 4 shots from the las cannon array. All hit, strength 9 to side armor of 11. So 2's to basically kill. And that's it, dead. So that blows up with a damage of 9. We'll put some blast templates, and we'll come back to finish off with my Kratos firing at your Kratos, which you have a reaction, so you will be firing back. Okay, we're back, and we're going into the Kratos versus Kratos off. Who will be the first to fall? I've got a couple more shots than you this time, but you will be shooting back. So I'm going to start on my side. I'm going to start with my las cannons first. So he can't smoke, obviously, because of the augury scanner. Augury scanner? Augury scanner. Okay, so las cannons hitting on 3. That's 4 hits. Looking for 5s and 6s. Did I damage it already?
No.
I didn't, right? Nothing from the las cannons. A multi-melter, which doesn't hit. It's all down to the melter cannon. Hitting on 3s. Both hits. Strength 10. So I need, and we are on melter range, so I need 4s to pen. No pens. A 3 and a 2. That was nothing, Trevor. It's now your time to shine. You need to do the work. Let's do the 2 las cannons first and keep the bigger gun for later. So 2s hitting on 3s. Both hits. And then you want that again. 5s and 6s. Nothing. Okay, that's good. And now you've got your melter cannon. So 2 shots, pointing it to get the proper accuracy. Hitting on 3, sorry. Both hits. You need a 4, a 5, or a 6. You need 2 of them, and that's my Kratos dead. That's 1. Damage goes up from 4 to 8 because you are in melter range, meaning that you've done a damage of 8 and left me on 2 wounds with no damage back in return. How do you feel? That was good.
That was pretty good, actually.
That was pretty good. And I don't have a tech marine like you do that will be fixing me up. So that's a bit sad. I believe that's the end of my shooting phase. Shots. These are out of range. I've shot my Omega Sicarians. You have popped smoke. So we're going to come back. I'm going to set up and see if I can set up straight onto the tank. And we'll have a bit of combat with some crack grenades coming up next. We're back, and the assault squad is in. So set up in. Obviously, you don't roll after that, but remember there is a pile-in at the start and at the end of the assault phase. So in case you're new to Heresy, that's something that is slightly changed. Now, the Rhino can't attack me, but I can attack the Rhino. So hitting on 2s here with 13 attacks. I'm using crack grenades on my chaplain as well. So that is all hits. And I need 5s and 6s, strength 6, so 5s and 6s to the back armor to kill it. So damage 2, damage 2, damage 2, and a damage 2 clears out the Rhino. That's another boom. Boom. Do that again. I need to hear it. Boom. Got special effects and everything. So we'll bring out the guys. I can't charge them. What we will do is, do you want to do a pinning check really quickly with 2D size? So a cool check on here. 6, 7, 8, 9. So you are also pinned, same as me. So we'll put them out. That would finish off the turn. There is space to still put them out. So yeah, that would finish off the turn. I would score, and what I'll do is I'll consolidate back, Trevor. Yep. So I do get a point here because they are Vanguard. So sadly I can't get the 2 points. So I get a point there. I get 4 points here, taking it to 5, plus my 4 for first strike, taking it to 9 points, to your 12. Let's go on to turn 2 for the Iron Warriors, coming up next. Okay, we're back. Movement over for the Iron Warriors. Now, before we forget, I did do off camera to try and remove my status at the end of my turn, and I have managed to remove the pinning check. Now, into Trevor's turn, he rolled for his reserves. You rolled, all of them could come in. You rolled more than two ups for all of them. You've brought your assault squads coming in from this flank, which looks amazing, and will be helping out, obviously, the tactical squad who are now pinned, and probably be charging this tactical squad here. You also managed to bring one of the deep striking units, and you've gone for your Praetor and its Saturnine units, right?
Exactly. Because they've got the photonic incinerators.
Yes.
I'm hoping to do a bit of damage.
Is it photonic incinerators? What is it? I don't think it's photonic incinerator. What is it called? It's the AP3 version. What is it?
Called particle shredders.
Particle shredders, which are AP3. They are ruthless, and I think they've even got breaching and everything. So they've brought in, obviously they can only fire one weapon because of their rule. They need to remain stationary to fire both, but obviously he's put them in a really good position to actually kill that tactical squad outright. Apart from that, it's good because I can't move react because everything's done in the deep strike phase. And then what else has happened over here?
These Saturnine Terminators have just moved up 3 inches.
Okay.
And I've repositioned the jet bikes,
which can now bear down some fire onto the tactical squad as well, if needed. Both tactical squads have stayed put to score a potential 4 points each. And Saturnine, I think, moved forward a bit.
That came up a bit just to give me a bit more of line of sight to everything.
Perfect. And I think that's it. I think that's all your movement. Again, there will be a lot of shooting, so let's go into that coming up next. Okay, we're back, and we're going to start off with the Saturnine Dread as well. So, first off, he did remember that he's got a Nucio Vox on this pinned unit, so he's going to try and remove that from them. And you've got the Master of Signals or the Techmarine to be able to do that. So do you want to roll for that? See if you can pass your cool check there. 6, 7, 8. I believe that is okay. I think the Master of Signals has an 8, or the Techmarine definitely has an 8. So the pin status is removed. That means that you could have moved if you want. So what we'll do is when we have a pause, you can probably reposition them so that they have extra shots going into the assault squad. But we'll do that later on. So we're going to start off with the Saturnine, and he's going to fire into here, right?
Yeah,
so I'm going to pop smoke here, try and keep them alive, and put some smoke here. So we've got the 2 shots from the disintegrator, hitting on 3s. So that's 1 back on you again. And then strength is 9, my front armor is 13, so you need 4s to glance, 5, 6s to pen. That is a 5. Can I smoke? No, I can't. Damage 2 or 3?
Damage 2.
Is it damage 2? Okay.
Let's check.
It might be 3. It's a massive gun. Could be actually 3. We'll find it. I'll let you find it. I think it's 3. I have a sneaky suspicion.
Damage is 3.
It is 3, right? Perfect. And then you've got the big plasma bombard, whatever it's called. It's a large blast. You're going to go for maximal fire to raise the strength to 8. So does it hit first? It doesn't hit, so it will need to scatter. So I think we've got a little scatter around there. So do you want to roll quick to there? And it's 5 inches. Let's measure that up and see if it does hit or not. So it just about clips it still. So strength 8 to my front armor of 13. So you need 5s to glance and 6 to pen. And by the way, they are still pinned. because we checked the cool of both the characters now, and they're still 7. They've got a high intelligence, but not the cool. Okay, so strength 8, so you need 5s to glance, 6 to pen on the plasma bombard. And that is a 5, meaning a glance, so you do roll a d3 again. And that is a, what did you roll?
A 1.
A 1, so he is stunned. So we'll put a little token on there to represent it. We're going to go on to the Arachne shots. So 10 shots, and you're going to try and finish this off, aren't you?
I'm going to try to.
Okay, so 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So 6s only to glance. Do you want to, I think there's a couple of things to do. I'll help you out. You can't kill it unless you start dabbling out on the statuses, which is something you can do. The other thing you can do is you can either target this or this again. Do you want to target this better? Or do you want to try?
I think it makes more sense to target the tactical squad.
I would. It's quite difficult to remove. If it was on 1 hull point left, I would recommend that. But as a new player, I would recommend targeting tactical squads, which next turn is going to move up and get the 4 points.
Exactly.
So let's do the 10 shots into them then. Nothing I can do as a reaction. So all yours, my friend. Hitting on 3s. So that's 2 misses only. And then wounding on 2s, and you want that again because that's breaching on 6s, which would be AP2. Okay, so 3 dead straight away.
Breaches.
Nothing I can do. 1, 2, 3, and how many wounds?
1.
Only 1? No, you need 2s to wound. Oh, 2s to wound. I will check the camera now. I'll do this one. And that is a save. And what we'll do there is we'll check the camera, see what you got. I'll roll that off camera, and we're going to take that opportunity to fire some bolts of fire here, some bolt pistols if you want, and we'll do any more small arms fire, including the devastation of AP3 flamers that he's going to do onto this tactical. Okay, we're back, and update time, and it's a massive update to be exact. So we started off with some small arms fire from the unit in the back that was pinned, and managed to kill a few. Not enough, obviously, to do a leadership test. Apart from that, when I was shot, I did use Wrath of Angels to basically move up and make these guys have a pinning check, which you passed on the roll of a 7. But the most important bit as well is that I removed myself from the objective, which they have Vanguard, and I didn't want to give him Vanguard just in case that happens. So a total of 4 assault marines killed between the tactical squad on the back, the bolt pistols from here, and the tactical squad in the back as well, with 30 shots coming in from them. Now, I have just seen the Master of Signals. Something that I forgot to note was that you did do an intelligence check to try and give the skimmer jet bikes vanguards, to just in case you needed to kill the last few on the objective. You did fail on a 666.
I did fail.
Yes, but it's good that you remembered to at least use the Master of Signals. I always forget. Okay, and then as you can see here, yeah, basically they're there no more. So the flamers are just incredible. Strength 6, AP3. The breaching isn't even needed. That unit was totally destroyed. I did, however, use my second reaction to fire back into. This was a big mistake here, because I have used a reaction here. I have reused a reaction here. I can't use a reaction here because I use Wrath of Angels over there. So I won't be able to fire back here. Big mistake for me, but I did take down one of the Saturnine over here. So a big mistake from mine. Nothing I can do now. It's a bit too late. We've done the 3 reactions. So we're going to finish off with the Kratos itself. I have... we're not going to shoot anything there because they're either out of range, or there's nothing to kill with the strength of the weapon. So let's try and finish off this. So let's do the las cannons first. You might as well do that. So 4 las cannons to finish off the Kratos. I'm only on 2 wounds, and I'm a big mistake. Sorry, Blood Angel players. This was on me. So 2 hits, and then 5s and 6s to basically kill me. Nothing there. Nothing there.
1 glancing?
It's a las cannon, no. So you need 5s to pen, basically. And then you've got the 2 melters, which I hope you fail. Hitting on 2s, 2 shots from the melter cannon. Hitting on 3s, come on, fail for my mistake, not be that bad.
1.
That's 1 gone. And now you need 4s, 5s, and 6s to kill me. And that's a 2. So I do survive after my big mistake. Hurrah! Okay. The good thing, I would have been able to shoot back, but he hasn't been able to do anything. So that has successfully been good for me. Charges wise, you will be charging here into here. So let's get that set up in, because there's nothing we can really do. We're going straight into combat. So let's get some dice ready to finish off turn 2 for the Iron Warriors. Into combat we go. Now the Blood Angels have the advantage as their weapons do not have a minus to their initiative, whilst Trevor's weapons all have a minus to their initiative. So he needs to survive the first onslaught. Now I'm going to start off with my Chaplain and his Crozius Arcana. He's got 4 attacks. I'm hitting on 3s with him. That's 3 hits. And then my strength of the Arcana is strength 6. So I'm choose to wound or choose to kill because it is AP3. So that is 3 dead straight away. Ooh. Okay. And then we go on to my Lightning Claws, which are this amount. Hitting on 4s, 1 rending. And then 4s to wound is a wound. So 2 more dead, AP3. You don't want to take your chain, your bigger stuff off. So your normal chainsaw axes. There we go. And then I've got all these before you as well. This unit last time we played got perished as well first before we attack. So hitting on 4s here, that is a very good spread. This is why the Blood Angels are very angry. And then 4s to wound again. Wow, sorry Trevor, that was insane roll. So 2, do you want to roll these? Yeah. These are 3-ups. On the and thinned your unit quite a lot already. 3-up saves. Oh, 1 more dead. Okay, and I think that's your last chainsword, or no, you have 1 more. 1 more. Okay, so that was everything on my side. I can't really complain about all this. So now your time to shine. So you've got 1 chain axe, normal chain axe, which is 2 attacks, hitting on 4s. Are you going to do the, what are you going to do?
I'm just taking off the...
Okay, the ones you don't need anymore, right? Okay, so 2 chain axe first, normal chain axe with 2 attacks, hitting on 4s. 1 hit, and then wounding on 3s because you have +1 strength. Nothing. Then you've got 2 guys with heavy chain axes. What's the stats on the chain axe? Do you remember? By the way, pass me that tape measure a second whilst you check this. Look at this. This is an antique. This is what, 25 years old, maybe?
Early 1990s.
Early 1990s. That's an antique right there. Straight into the museum it goes. What's the stats on the heavy chainsaw?
Right, so that's...
Chain axe.
Right. +3 strength.
+3 strength, okay.
So that would make it strength 7.
2 wounds, yeah. And does it have any extra abilities? No.
It's got shred 6+.
Yes, same as the chainsword.
And
damage 2?
AP4.
And damage 1? Damage 1?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's just the high strength on it.
Yeah.
Perfect. Okay, so 4 attacks, hitting on 4s. And that is miss. One hit. And 2s to wound. Yes. That's a wound. Okay, so I've got a 3-up save, which is a pass. And then you've got the power fist to try and save the day. 2 attacks, hitting on 4s. And wounding on 4s. Hitting on 4s? Hitting on 4s, yeah. Yeah, 4 weapon skill 4 to 4. 4s to hit, and nothing. That was terrible and good for the Blood Angels. Wow. Okay, so you have lost, but you haven't killed any. So you've lost by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Plus I outnumber you as well, so you've lost by 7. So you need a double 1, Trevor, or that unit will be running away. Nothing you can do? Let's do double 1 or nothing. No. Okay, so they will be running 1d6 back plus their initiative. We'll sort that out. Do you want to roll? Do you want to show the viewers what we'll run? That is 4 inches, so you'll probably touch the board edge, which would be here. So 8 inches towards your board edge, which is here, this little corner. Oh, you might be out. We'll double check that after that.
Yep.
That would finish your turn. You would score 4 points here. You would score 4 points over there. And that is it for now. So another 8 points, taking you to 20 points to my 9. What we'll do is we'll double check this. If they hit, we'll do a leadership test. If not, they will be suppressed. And we'll go into my turn 2 coming up. Turn 2 movement for the Blood Angels now finished. Now, a lot has happened in the movement phase. I brought in my reserves with my Praetor, which, by the way, he does have a name and a patron name, and that is Enano. It's Enano. So someone's called him Enano, which means dwarf in Spanish. And he's moved up into him, and straight away you did intercept. Managed to do 3 wounds. I took the breaching on my Warlord, which I passed, but you managed to kill 2. And then into the movement phase, I did move up onto this objective. My 2 Sikaran Omegas, which move 14, they're quite fast, have now targeted his Warlord that's come down. I'm not wasting shots into that Saturnine Dread anymore. It's far too powerful. The Assault Squad that won combat has moved up, and he was enticed to maybe move something. Oh, weren't you going to move this unit?
I was going to reposition.
Okay,
here,
so
yeah.
we haven't done it yet. So he's going to reposition just to make this unit have a longer charge. I think it's a 6. If he repositions, we worked out that it's basically a 6-inch charge. So we can do that off camera. And then moving over here, I've stayed put with my Melter. So I go up to strength 9 and then drop to 8 instead of 8 to 7, because I think, does Melter work on them?
Yes.
Las, Plasma, is it
Melter, Plasma, Flame, and Las.
Okay.
Las.
Yeah, Laz as well. Yeah, Laz as well. Spartan moved up again, and now I have disembarked Death itself with my Centurion and my Crimson Paladins now reaching the Iron Warrior side, hoping to kill down that, tactical squad. I do need to fight back after this tactical squad has been removed. Kratos stayed put. Can't fix it, and it will now try and clear out that Kratos, which will be firing back. I know, nothing I can do, so maybe we see not 2 Kratoses anymore, but none at all. That finishes off my movement. Let's go into some shooting, and we'll do the reposition now off camera, coming back in just a second. Starting the shooting phase, I'm going to start in reverse. I'm going to go for the big hitters first, and I'm going to go into the Kratos, which Trevor is going to fire back onto you.
I am.
Okay, so let's start with me first. I've got my 4 las cannons hitting on 3s. 3 hits, and then 5s and 6s. That's 2 go through. That is 4 damage already, which is good because the Melter now can basically finish off. I'll do my Melter, my turret mounted Melter, which is a hit and not a wound, so nothing I can do there. And then I need my 2 shots to go through, or 1 of them at least. That's 2 hits, Trevor. Needing 4s, 5s, and 6s. If I get 1, the Kratos is there no more. And that is it. The Kratos goes boom. But in return, can you kill me? Let's do the las cannons first. So 2 las cannon shots, because it's only your defensive weapons that can fire back. Hitting on 3s. Yeah, fine. 1 hits, and you just need a 5 on here, and mine goes boom as well. I have a sneaky feeling you will. No. Okay, and then the Kratos Melter Cannon, 2 shots again, hitting on 3s. Don't miss, Trevor. 1 hit, and then you need a 50-50 chance to kill my Kratos. Strength 10, Armor Bane, because we are in Melter range. 4 up. That is a 4. We can just about see it, and that is both Kratoses. Go boom. Wow, what a start to the shooting phase. We'll come back in a second. Okay, so both Kratoses up in smoke and flames. What a sight to behold. 2 Kratoses down in the tabletop. So we're going to go into what happened as I took the break. We did some small arms fire. So we did the bolters, the pistols, and the pistols into the assault squad, which is routed. and I managed to kill 3, and 1 is still alive. I do want to mention that I did maximal fire on the plasma, and I did overload onto myself. I did wound against myself, and I did do a wound, so he is now down to 1 wound remaining. So that was all the small arm fire on this side. We did do the 2 illustrious assault cannons and the pistol from the Centurion into the Saturnine, of which 1 died with some really bad rolling on 2 ups from Trevor. And then now we're going to come back and we're going to go into the shooting. I'm going to go with my Saturn or my Omegas, and they're going to fire into the Warlord here in the middle, hopefully doing some devastation. So I'm going to go with the, is it strength 8? That's better. Strength 8, your toughness is 6. Sorry, your toughness is 6, but my plasma would go -1 against them. Or do I do a strength 8 to 7? Yeah, I'm going to go for the big blast, Trevor. So big blast onto the head of 1, which catches all of them. And I do hit, so captures all 3. Strength 8 drops down to strength 7 on the maximal fire. So I need 3s to wound, of which 2 of them are breaching, Trevor. Ouch. So 1 2-up save, and which you can take on your Warlord if you want.
I will do.
Okay, so 2 up on your Warlord.
Yes.
Passes, and then you've got 2 damage to invulnerable saves. Now again, you can do it on your Warlord because he does have 6 wounds, meaning that he can't die. Or you can take it on the normal guys with
I will take it on the Warlord.
Warlord, okay. So 4 ups. Okay, so damage 2 on him. So he's down to 4 wounds remaining. And then I'm going to do my 2 las cannons, which I get 1 and strength 8, so 2 to wound, and that is a wound. This is also damage 2. So again, you could do it on your Warlord, he's not going to die, or you can do it on a normal guy, which isn't going to die anyway because they have 3 wounds each. What do you want to do?
I'll take it on the normal guy.
Normal guy. Okay, so 4 up. And that is a 1, so 1 is down to 1 wound. And what I'm going to do now, Trevor, is I'm going to go with the blast again from the second one. So I'm going to roll and see if it's a hit. It is not a hit, meaning I do need to scatter. Have you got a scatter dice there? Okay. And that is 1 inch this way. So I don't know. I don't think I catch mine. Let's see. Large blast is the 5 inch. So Trevor helping me out. So I would put it here, and that 1 inch would hit the Rhino. So I hit myself as well. Nothing I can do. Let's do your guys first. So 3 hits again. At strength 8, dropping down to strength 7. So 3 to wound. That is 2 wounds with no breaching. Luckily enough for you. So you can do it on your Warlord for 2 ups, I guess, instead of killing your normal guy off, right? Or do you want to risk it? He's got 2 ups, he's got 4 wounds left. Personally, I would do it on my Warlord right now instead of killing one of these guys. So that's passed. And then the 2 las cannons, both hits, 1 wound. Now this, you can either take on your Warlord and still survive on 2 wounds, or you can try and risk it for biscuits and pass it on the guy that's going to lose the last wound.
I will take it on the Warlord.
On the Warlord, yeah. Good move. And that is a 2. So that is, it goes through, and it's down to 2 wounds on the Warlord himself. Okay, now I did get my tank. At strength 8, my front armor is 12, so I need a 5 or 6 to pen. That is a 3, so nothing happens on there. Perfect. To finish off, I've got my Rhino firing into this squad as well. So I've got 4 shots from the combi bolters, 3 hits, and then 6s, 1 wound. Do you want to take it on your Warlords or the one remaining wound? 2 up saves. Now you're thinking about it a bit. I would take it on my Warlord still.
It's just the 1 damage anyway.
Yep, it's
so
1 damage.
He'll still survive.
And they 2 up. So
yeah,
you've got a 1 in 6 chance to answer pass. Okay, and now for the big hitter, which is the Melter. So can I hit? I can't hit. So we stop there. Perfect. Finishing off my shooting phase, we've got the Spartan, and I'm going to try and finish off those Saturnine Dreads. Saturnine Terminators. So these are the las cannon arrays, hitting on 3s, 2 misses. And strength 9 drops to 8, so I still wound on 2s, and that is 1 wound. And then the 2 las cannons, 1 hit, 2 to wound, and no wounds. So just a damage 3, so it could kill one outright with 1 4-up save. Just 1, Trev, just the 1. Yeah, that was horrible shooting on my side. And it passes. So none drop more. Now, you do have to take some leadership tests. He's already routed. He doesn't need one. Routed. You haven't lost any here, but you have lost 25% on the correct on the Saturnine. So a leadership there, please. For 6 9. No, nothing to do there. Perfect. That's all my shooting. On to charges. I will be setting up with this assault squad into the tactical squad. I will be setting up, and then it's 1 inch, so you would have to, we would be able to volley fire, so we can do the volley fire off camera there. And then over here, we have calculated that with the move of a 5-up, I do need a 6 to get into combat with Trevor's move back reaction. So I'm going to do this on camera now. I need a 6 after the setup. That is a fail on the roll of a 5, so I would need to make a cool check to see if I'm stunned. And I'm not stunned. So basically I move 5 inches up, and there is where I stay. These guys make it in with a setup of 5 inches, and what we'll do is we'll volley fire here and then get back into the combat. Okay, going on to combat, we're going to start off with the Crimson Paladins, even though it is probably an easy fight for him. We're going to start with that. So the first thing we're going to do is the Chaplain, which is initiative 5, and has a Blade of Perdition, and also my Spear of Perdition is also, it comes in play, which has a +1 initiative. So I could do my Exemplar first. Let's do him. Hitting on 3s, 2 hits, and then his strength is normal strength, so 4s. So 4s to kill. That is 1 dead already. And then we've got my Spear of Perdition on my Chaplain, which, let's check the stats on this, I've forgotten. Normal attacks, I've got a flame and reach and 6-up. So basically, I have a flame on the power sword itself. So 1 dead. These are hitting on 3s, 2 hits, and 1 more dead there. So that's 2 dead already. And then these are 7 of my guys, which would attack at the same time as you. Hitting on 3s. And these are not the whole squad because I don't have enough dice. And then looking for 4-ups, and if I get 8 more dice, that is the unit's dead. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that's the unit's perished. I still had a couple of more attacks, but those swords did attack at the same time as your guys, minus the 2. You've done that correct. You've already taken 2 off. So you have 7 more normal attacks, and then you've got a power sword.
These 2 are from that unit.
Oh, that's all from...
Yeah.
No, sorry, I'm doing it...
I thought we were doing...
No, we're doing this one yet.
Okay.
But 2 of them did die
yes.
pre that. So you do have 7 normal attacks to do first. And I can move closer to you here.
Right, so I'm just going to do the power sword.
Okay, power sword first. Perfect. Hitting on 5s. That's a hit.
That's a hit.
And wounding on 5s as well. 5s and 6s. Nope, nothing there. And then you've got 7 normal attacks, but you do have chain bayonets, which become shred on 6-up. So hitting on 5s first. 3 hits, perfect. And then you are wounding on 5s.
I'm fishing for 6s.
Fishing for 6s, that would be the good thing.
That's 1
okay,
6.
1 6. So if I fail my 2-up, one of them is dead. No, okay. And that basically runs through that unit. So we'll remove that, and what we'll do is we'll do this combat off camera, and we'll give a little update of how it actually goes. Surprise, surprise, surprise. What happened there? So I charged in, I got the +1 strength on there as well, and it wasn't enough. So I didn't do a challenge because I thought, let's do the Chaplain into it. My mistake again, probably, because obviously he took some of those saves. I did get 2 rending on there, but one of them was taken on the they were taken on the Master of Signals, which lost a wound. Was cheeky from there. And then the rest of the attacks killed 3 from the lightning claws and the chain swords. Now, in return, he did really well. A lot of hits, a lot of wounds. He managed to kill 4 outright assault marines, meaning that he's 1 by 1 plus outnumbering. He's actually 1 by 2. Crazy to think that the Blood Angels have lost that combat. Leadership of 9 minus 2, 7. That's fine. So we remain in combat, meaning that no one will be capturing this objective from this side, but obviously he can still grab that objective. So we remove the dead, and at the end of my turn 2, I count up points. I do have 4 points over here. I do have 3 points over here because they are line 1. So that is 4, 5, 6, 7 points, and we're going to go on to Trevor's turn 3 coming up. Okay, we're back for turn 3 movement, and it's very, very close. The point at the moment is 16 to 20 for you. So the Iron Warriors are in the lead at the moment. Okay, so movement-wise, take us through. First of all, your reserves came in, your last reserves. So drop pod, Centurion, and Veterans all coming out. The Disintegrators now pointing down on that little unit. Now, I could have moved react with them, but instead I have moved up with them to apply a bit of pressure. Now in the movement, you moved back with this tactical squad, shuffled. You didn't do anything with Saturnine, right?
I just pivoted.
Yeah, perfect. And then anything else moved over here, right? Your warlords.
So on this end,
yep.
This unit moved closer to the objective.
Yep, because they can score it. They don't have vanguard.
And I'm hoping
to kill that tank. And then lastly, I think here it's just the skimmer jetpikes, right?
Yep. Scimitar jetpacks have moved back.
Yep. Just wanting to get away from my chargers, yes. Basically. And your Saturnine have stayed put for one last glory with their plasma bombards.
Exactly.
Perfect. So that's all the shooting. It seems like I have maybe taken over this side. You've taken the back line. And I think you're just about to take out this flank over here. It looks absolutely spectacular. Like Trevor just said, just the flame templates on all this just makes the battlefield come alive. So on to shooting. Coming up off the shooting phase, we've got the Saturnine plasma bombards. They are going to go into this squad here, which is going to do some damage, I think. Now, I'm going to shield wall to +1 to my toughness, taking me to toughness 6, just to make you scratch your head a bit more and going for the maximal, which is the basically can hurt you. So it's 4 shots, hitting on 3, so that's 4 dice. Let's see how many hits. Hitting on 3s. That's all hits. You get 6 of them, you times that by 4 is 24 wounds. Let's do that off camera. We're looking for those breaching 5-ups to make damage, and we'll come back in just a second. Okay, so an update, we did 10 breaching wounds and 6 normal saves. I'm going to do the normal saves on my Centurion. I'm feeling lucky. 2 ups on him, and that's all passed. And then these are breaching, which I'm not going to do on the Centurion. I'm going to do on my normal guys, which have a 4-up invulnerable save. Let's see how this goes. So that is 1 dead, 2 dead, and 1 is on 1 wound remaining. So I'll put a wound on here, and I will remove 2 of the sword and boards. I want to stay with my illustrious assault cannons, which have been doing quite well. Perfect. So that's them shots. Shall we do the heavy bolters from here?
Yes.
So that's 3 shots each. So 9 shots in total. Now I have shield walls, so you will be wounding on 5s. Hitting on 3s, wounding on 5s. Let's clear this out. Bit more space. Perfect. So hitting on 3s, wounding on 5s. Hitting on 3s and wounding on 5s because, wounding on, I'm toughness 6 now, you are strength 5. So yeah, wounding on 5s instead of 4s. Nothing.
No!
That's their first shooting outing. No wounds dealt on them. Perfect. Okay. So what we can do next is we can do, I guess we're going to do the big guy over here, right? So let's get the large template out and carry on shooting. Okay, so large template is already placed on top of the unit. It's everybody except for 3 if it is a hit. So let's try and hit on the roll of a 3-up, which is scatters. So we need a scatter dice now and see where this goes. 1 inch, okay.
That's
so
not too
it
bad.
still misses the front 2, but hits everybody except for the first. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 9 hits still. And he's maximal. It is a maximum. What did you roll? You rolled a 2, right? To
Yes.
it, so you do have to do an overcharge, overload onto him. Okay, so these are wounding on 2s and they're breaching 5-ups with the maximal fire. Okay,
So that's a breach, 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 breach.
breach. That's 4 dead. Those removed, and these are going to go onto my. I'm going to go onto my Praetor. I'm going to risk it, even though they're damaged 2. Both passed, and then 4 dead, which I'm just going to remove these 4 and leave my sergeants there. You do have 2 shots from the disintegrator cannon.
Yes.
So 2 shots from there. Both hits and choose to kill, basically. 2 dead. I'm not going to take it because it is AP2 and I don't want to risk it on him. So that's 2 more dead, meaning that I do have to take a panic at the end of that. And I don't think your flamer is in range. Do you want to get the flamer template out? It's in my pockets. It's in my pocket. And these guys just get 1 and this gets 1. So two wounds on him. And 2 wounds, basically. 2 wounds. So that is 2 wounds at damage. I'm just going to take out 2. I'm not going to risk it on my warlords. So that's 2 more because they are AP3, aren't they?
They are AP4.
AP4. Now, but that's not the correct weapon, I don't think. What was that one?
Photonic incinerators.
Is it that the photonic incinerators?
Yep.
Okay, does it have breaching or something?
It's got panic 2.
Panic 2 and breaching?
Nope.
No breaching. So okay,
No
so
breaching.
I do have my saves, which are 2-ups then. And wow. So that was on the Praetor, so that's why I said 2-ups. So he's down to 1, and I do have to take a panic 2 at the same time as but basically I just have to take a panic 2, and something I learned was that you have to take the panic and take another panic for the routed. It's 2 different things, which is something I learned thanks to some good friends of mine, which are really into the rules. Okay, so apart from that, you will be firing your Arachnus into them as well. So shall we do that?
Yes.
Trying to slay the warlords and obviously kill off the last 2 of that. If you get this kill, you're in a very good place, my friend. So hitting on 3s. Oh, I keep on saying Arachnus. It's Arachne. I'm going to say Arachnus. That's his name.
Okay.
He's an Arachne, but his name is Arachnus. Okay. So hitting, that's all hits.
Yep.
And then wounding on 2s with reaching 6-up.
2 breaches.
Okay, 2 breaches that are going to kill 2 of them. And then this many saves. So I need to do 1 at a time. 3-ups. He's dead, and then 2-ups on here, if not my warlord is dead. He's dead.
He's dead.
That is the warlord claimed. Well done, Mr. Trevor. No need to fire with these, but these can probably get line of sight and help out the veterans over here.
Very possible.
So slay the warlords. Ouch. Let's carry on shooting. Okay, so more firing. We took the little break to fire. About 6 of them could fire. They managed to kill 1, and then the combi bolter from inside the drop pod managed to kill another. That unit was only at 4, so that means that 25% was lost, meaning I do have to take a leadership there at the end. Now we're going on to these guys, which will probably finish that off. We're going to start off with a pistol, disintegrator pistol first, hitting on 3s.
Nope.
And that's sorry, hitting on 2s because they have
Hitting on 2s,
Yep,
ballistics
perfect.
with 5.
And then strength is 4.
Strength is 4.
So 4s to wound, and that is 1 dead. Nothing I can
1
do.
wound.
AP3.
AP3.
AP3. And then you've got, shall we do the chaplain, the centurion next?
Yep.
You might as well do 2 shots there, hitting on 2s. 2 shots hitting on 2s. And the melter you'll probably leave for later on for the Shikari. And then force 2 wounds. That is 1 wound. 3 up. That's another one dead. And then I'm just going to remove the last one because disintegrators are going to do a lot of damage. I know he can disintegrate himself, but there's far too many. So I prefer just removing that model from play and leaving it there. That finishes off your shooting phase unless you want to fire your disintegrators into here. Now, I don't know if you want to do that because you can overload against yourself. Maybe it's better to just charge it and kill it in combat.
That's what, yeah, that's what I'm probably going to do.
Okay, probably. So we finished the shooting phase. I need to do some leaderships over here. So a panic 2 first. 5, 6, 7. My leadership of my Praetor is 10, so I'm still fine there. And then I need just a normal leadership test, which I pass on a 1-1. So they are all good. Okay, let's go into combat. So you're going to charge over here, right, to help these guys out.
Yes.
And these guys will be charging. Now, they are heavy, so they can't exactly set up. So I will be overwatching with my multi-melter because I do have reactions still left. So multi-melter is a no-go. And then 4 combat volta shots is all hits. And then 5s to wound. Sorry, 6s to wound with your toughness 6. No wounds dealt there. You can volley fire if you want. You don't have to. I wouldn't because you don't want to overload. So basically, you can't fill the charge. And that is all into combat. Okay, so on to combat we go. Coming up with these guys first. Okay, we're back and we're going to go with fists galore. So even the Praetor, they're hitting, everybody's hitting on 2. So we're going to do them all together. Hitting on 2s here. And then their damage 3 apiece. So all hit except 2. So 2 misses. And this is a 1 as well. So 5 hits. And then looking for 5s and 6s to remove me from play. You need 2 5s and 6s. So good luck. 1 6 and 1 5. That's damage 3 each, meaning the Rhino is no more. So we'll put some flames on it, and that would finish off this combat. And then we're going to move on to this combat to finish off. Okay, on to this combat we go now. Trevor, this is one of his first games. He did forget about the Master of Signals, which you can do. So we're going to do this now for him learning, and for those of you new learning, I'm going to allow him to do the Master of Signals and give this unit of Saturnine line, because he knew he was going to capture the objective. So that was a win-win situation. So an intelligence check, and that is a pass on a 1-1, meaning that they would have grabbed line 1 at the beginning of the turn to score that objective for 3 points. Now, let's go into combat first. Striking first is your Master of Signals and my Chaplain. I don't want to issue a challenge because I want to go into this unit and try and kill as many as I can to try and win combats. So, here we go. We are going for hitting on 3s with my 3 attacks. And that is 2 hits. And then 2s to kill because they are AP 3. So 2 dead. Oh, on this unit. Sorry. Move these back.
Yep.
2. And then I can do my lightning claws because why not? I'm going to do it into the same unit where the Master of Signals is not using his 2-up save. And these are 3 hits, of 1 of which is a rending, and 2 more wounds. So 3 more dead. These guys can attack though. 1, 2, 3. But these guys can attack. Those 3 can attack. And then I've got 3 chain axes, and I'm going into the same unit again. Chain sword, sorry. So 2, 4, and 6, hitting on 4s. And wounding on 4s. There's 2 more wounds. So 2 more 3-ups, please. 1 more dead. And that guy can also attack. Okay, so a total of 6 already. That's not bad at all. So your time to shine back. We've got the Master of Signals first to initiative 5. Oh, that should have attacked first. So do his 4 attacks. What is it? 4 attacks, Master of Signals. I think it is, right? The Praetor has, yeah, 4
4
attacks.
attacks.
Okay, so hitting and weapon skill is also 5. So hitting on 3s. 3 hits, and then wounding on 4s. 1 wound. And I'm going to be risky, and I'm going to take it on the chaplain, 2 up. He's passed. Because I knew that if I killed him, those 2 would still be into combat, which was the 2 that he killed. Okay, now your time to attack back. Let's do these 4 really quickly, plus him. So that's 5 attacks. Hitting on 4s. 2 hits, and wounding on 4s. Nothing. And then you've got the power sword for 1 attack. It doesn't hit. And then you've got these guys. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 attacks. And that's much better. And then 4s, 2 wounds again. That's 1 wound. 3 up save. That's a pass. So I have 1 combat by 6. You -1 for the Vexilia, so I've won by 5. You outnumber me still, so I've won by 4. So a -4 to your leadership of 9 on the Master of Signals. So you need a 5 or less.
Does the rifle wall come in here?
No, it's just against shooting. Yeah. It's just against. So you fail. Okay, so they would have to drop back. They will drop back. We'll do that off camera, and we'll come back for a little conclusion of the last turn. Okay, just a little update here. So these guys run this way. The other unit rolled a 6 plus the 4. They actually touched the edge, meaning that they needed to take a leadership test, of which Mr. Trevor obviously failed on another double 6, and they have run off the board. Sadly, with the new FAQ, which was really badly worded, I don't get vanguards for things running off the objective. I still need to, because as soon as they run, they are basically statused, and you can't get points from anything that's statused. Hopefully that will be fixed in the next FAQ. So no vanguards there. Now, points-wise for Trevor, he scored 3 points here because the veterans are 1 point. He scored 3 points here with his Warlord's unit after the Master of Signals did give them line 1 for 6 points, plus Slay the Warlords, which you did get, taking you up to 28 points. And we're going on to my turn 3. Now, you are currently 12 points ahead of me. So what we're going to do is I'm going to check if I can get those 12 points in the next 2 turns, and we'll see how that goes. Coming up with just an update coming soon. Okay, we're back, and we're going on to turn 3, and I'll explain. I can score and win the game yet. There's only one possibility. So I'll go through my movement. I've stayed put with my 2 Sicarians. I'm just going to move my 2 Omegas into this unit to try and slay them. I've got my Chaplain moving up to try and get Vanguard with the Assault Marines. And then my Spartan tank has basically moved up to basically shoot into the Warlord here. Now, apart from that, I probably will be getting Last Man Standing. And if I counted up my 2 turns of 3 points apiece on here, I counted up Slay the Warlords by killing this unit, and I counted up 2 points for Last Man Standing, which I probably will get, plus Vanguard on this side, plus scoring the objective twice. I know it's a lot. I can actually beat him by 2 points. Now, he will be getting 2 points over there for sure next turn, which would be his last turn. But apart from that, it all comes down to getting 2 points for Last Man Standing or Slay the Warlord. I do need both of these to actually win the game. So to shorten it up, we're going to try and kill the Warlord with all these guns. So with my Spartan and with my las cannons into here, it's very important to do so because I get the 2 points, and he will not get the 2 points he needs next turn over here. It's not so much about me getting Slay the Warlord, but there not being a unit over here that he will get these 2 points to actually win by 2. So we're going to go straight onto that. There's no reactions on his part to be able to get any defensive buffs. And I'm going to go with the 4 las cannon arrays first. That's all hits. 2's 2 wounds. That is 3 wounds down. So one of them was on 1 wound. So you have 3 wounds at 4 up saves, Trevor. I would start off now at this moment in time with the normal guys first, because they are damage 3. So so 3 dice. Sorry, yeah, 3 dice and 4 ups. Yeah. Okay, so 1 is dead and 1. No, 2 dead. 2 dead. Sorry, 2 dead. And then I've got my las cannons to do, which are 2 las cannons at damage 1. Hitting on 3s, wounding on 2s. That is a wound. So how many wounds does he have? 2. So a 4 up here. That is a pass. And then I've got 4 las cannons here at damage 2 because I haven't moved. These are the deadly ones. Hitting on 3s, all hits. Wounding on 2s, and that is all wounds. So you do have 4 ups, 4 ups to take, and that would basically, if you pass them all, no. Okay, so that is Slay the Warlord. So now we carry on and we have a game. Next up, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the 2, wait. If I would have shot back here, these las cannons would have had to be snapped. Oh, no, because they are sponson weapons, so that means that this has to snap fire. So let me check the stats. I think it's a large blast, and we'll come back and see how much damage we can do onto these. First one coming in hot. Can I hit on a 5 up? No, I can't, so it will scatter 1d6. Scatters there. 5 inches this way. Can you measure this for me, Trevor? 5 inches that way. So it was on the chaplain's head. So 5 inches. Okay, so captures 3 first. Breaching 4 up. 1, 2, 3. And that is 2 wounds at damage. Oh, I need to check this. Let's get this very quickly. Damage 2. Okay, so 2 of them are dead unless you want to start going into your Centurion. But I wouldn't. I would keep the Centurion there. So 2 dead and 1 3-up save. Or no, I would do a 2 up here. I would do a 2 up. 2 up. Yeah. Yep, passes. And then the next one onto their rinse and repeat. Can I hit? No, I can't. Scatter. And that is 1 inch that way, so it would be still hits 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2 to wounds and 4 breaching. So that is 4 dead from the breaching, because unless you want to take on the Centurion.
No.
Okay, so 4 veterans dead. Apart from that, that is all my shooting. What we'll do the small arms fire from the 2 illustrious assault cannons on that side into the Saturnine, and then I'll probably maybe do some pistols, but he will be able to shoot back, so I won't do that. Okay, we're back. So I set up, that was the end of the shooting phase, and you would have had to do a leadership here first. Sorry. 5, 6, 7, 8, that's fine with the Centurion, and then I would set up, which I didn't make it, so we go on to the volley fire, which he is opting to overwatch because he hasn't used the reaction. So on my side, it's just a 5 up from the plasma pistol, which I overcharge myself, and now I'm in trouble because I've got 1 wound left on him. Strength 7 isn't a wound. Okay, and now you get to overwatch me at normal ballistic skill. So we do 2 shots from the Centurion first on the bolter. We can do that, and hitting on 2s here. Yes. 2 hits, and then 4s to wound. Nothing, and then you've got 1 melter shot.
1 melter shot.
So you might as well do it at this point. Hitting on 2s, and killing on 2s. Dun, dun, dun. And it is
Boom.
a boom. So I'm going to kill him because I'm not going to do it on the chaplain. And then apart from that, you've got 1 disintegrator pistol, which hits on 3s. And it's only overloads 1, isn't it?
Yes.
And then you've got a normal 1 shot here at strength 4. So again, hitting on 3s. Yep. And disintegrating on 4s. Whoa.
Yep. Do that one again. Nope.
Nothing there. And then you've got 2 shots from the heavy disintegrators. Again, these are strength 5 now. So 2 hits, and then strength 5, so 3 to kill. One more dead. Okay, so you have made it less. I can't fail the charge, so basically I will be charging into here and into here, and at this point, the problem is if I go into a challenge, I'm down by 2 wounds. I've got a power maul, which isn't as you've got a power. I've got a mace. I'm AP3 if you don't. Let me have a little think. Okay, I've had a think. I'm not going to challenge. This is a no challenge game, and he's already reacted with this unit, so he can't do any challenges back in return. So I'm going to do my chaplain first, at striking at the same initiative as your centurion. Here we go, hitting on 3s at this point, and then wounding on 2s. That's 2 breaching. So you either take it, these are damage 1 only, so you could take it on your centurion because you want to basically keep him alive. That's what you want to do.
I'll do that.
Okay, because I'm just double checking his Crozius. No, it's damage 2. Damage 2. So you either risk it or you kill 2. To be honest, at this point you might want to risk it, because if I kill 2 and then the lightning, it's a tough one. It's a tough one. Risk it for biscuit or not. 5-up saves. You need to pass for one of those 2. Do you want to do that?
Yes.
Oh, I love it. Proper traitor. Okay, so you basically need 1 5-up or no, or he is dead. That is a 5-up you needed, yes. Meaning that he is just down to 1 wound remaining. Now you attack back, so you have your 4 attacks. You have Paragon of Battle, so you have 5 attacks, hitting on 3s. Okay, and then +2 strength from the maul. So you're wounding on choose to wound, and that is no breaching, so they're all AP3.
Yep.
I'm going to risk it for a biscuit. I'm going to go on my chaplain, who's on last wound. So 2 up. He is dead. Oh no! And then these are AP3, meaning that I do have 5-ups here. So I'm going to do shield. He dead, and these would kill me outright. I would attack. No, I won't attack because he is initiative 5.
Yes.
So that is a kill for the Assault Marines. I believe that is game. Let's have a little chat and we'll come back in a second. Trevor. So at the end of my turn, with this happening, and I had to risk it, I would get at the end of my turn 3 points here, which you can't do anything about. I don't want to charge into you because if I am very unlucky, my strength is mostly 4 on those swords. Your toughness is 6. I could go really badly with me, and that means if I'm stuck in combat, I won't be able to score. I prefer scoring with line. So that would be 3 points here, plus Slay the Warlords, which I did get this turn, would take me up to 21 points. Now, if we go on to your turn, as soon as we start, you're going to get 2 points, without even doing anything, you're going to get 2 points here, and 3 points here, taking you to, 2 and 5, so another 5, taking you to 33 points. My maximum next turn is getting another 3 points and the 2 points, meaning that I'm nowhere near your points, and that would be the end of that, because this mission is basically a 4-turn mission. So I stretch out my hand, and it is a win for Trevor and his glorious Iron Warriors. Let's talk about it all. End of game conclusion coming right up. And there we have it, the end of the game, and a win to Trevor and his Iron Warriors. First time in the studio, and a glorious win to them. Really good battle, a lot of ups and downs, some cracking moments like the Kratos, defeating the Kratos, and it's been great. And you've been really good. You've actually learned quite a lot.
I have.
Did you enjoy the game?
Very much so. Slightly disappointed with the assault squad.
Yes.
But we've already been discussing.
We've been discussing that. Chain axes in a whole unit. Everything's attacking at less initiative. When you go into a unit that can strike up before you, it does make the difference. We have seen it before. So you are going to make some adjustments.
I am.
Either increase the units and have more power weapons that strike at AP3 and normal initiative. But it's something that you have. Apart from that, everything's done quite well, hasn't it?
Yes, I mean, the jet bikes, unfortunately, they were deployed.
Yes.
Probably at the wrong flank.
That's one of the negatives of going first, that obviously the opponents can go first. And maybe the jet bikes as well. I always like to use them a bit bigger units, like 6 of them, so you have a much more impact of shots. But it's been really good. I've loved to see some extra units on the battlefield, which we don't get to see a lot, like the Arachne. With the Saturnine is not something that we see a lot, and I think it's again down to line units. I think what won you was having 3 line units to my 2. Just boots on the ground is so important, isn't it?
Very much so, and especially with the 3rd tactical unit.
Yeah.
With just bolters.
Yeah.
I mean, if they don't move, you're getting 30 dice.
I know, it's so good. And they actually did very, very well, and probably actually won you the game. On the first charge that I did do, they won combat.
Yes.
And that was game-changing, because if I would have won combat, that means that you wouldn't have got that objective in the very end. Really cool to see a lot of diversity with drop pods coming in, things coming in from reserve. It's been a really good game, and we've said it multiple times, it looked absolutely spectacular as well. We will have Trevor, I'm sure, more in the next few weeks or months as he expands his army and obviously comes in as a guest. Now that he's done it once, he can do it more than once for sure. With that said, thank you, Trevor, for joining us, and we'll see you in the next Bar Report very soon. Goodbye.